Hello, I'm Richard Winters. I want to talk to you a little bit about bits, and I want to introduce a specific bit to you that might seem a little ominous or is like, wow, what in the world is that? Sometimes we look at bits and say, oh, that bit is severe, that bit is mild. Maybe so, maybe not. I think oftentimes the severity or mildness does not come from the bit itself, but from our hands. Let me show you a bit that's been around for many, many decades. I think I saw my first one, I was about 15 years old. This is called an elevator bit. And when you look at this, you think, my goodness, what is this monstrosity right here? I think they came up with the term elevator bit because they found that by using it, you could elevate your horse's shoulders, pick them up and draw them to you. Something to understand about bits, when you have a bit with shanks, the portion above the mouthpiece is called the purchase. And we talk about the ratio of the amount of distance above the mouthpiece from below the mouthpiece. And it might be a 1:3 or a 1:2 or a 1:4, where normally in most shank bits, the leverage comes from down below. This portion of the shank is longer and this portion is shorter. What makes this elevator bit so unique is that there is no unequal ratio. It is like a teeter-totter where you have the same distance on one side of the teeter-totter as the other. So there's no leverage or torque per se that is applied to your horse. And again, you might look at this and say, that looks very severe, but it's really a pretty mild bit and horses can get used to them and you can create some nice soft feel in your horse in a pretty neat way with this bit. Now let me show you another bit that's built on the exact same principle, and I like to call it the elevator light. But this is a bit that Weaver Leather has come up with, and they call it the lifter bit. And if you look at this, it's just like my elevator bit. It has the same distance below the mouthpiece as above the mouthpiece. The mouthpiece is a broken mouthpiece with a simple little ring in the middle. I think the three pieces here are kind of nice and it doesn't fold over a nutcracker so much in a horse's mouth. I'm going to take this bit today and put it on my horse and ride around a little bit and show you why I like it. Okay, now I have Weaver's lifter bit on my horse. I want to adjust this bit so it comes just right up to the corners of my horse's mouth, but not with any undue wrinkles in the corner of my horse's mouth. And I like a chin strap, very loosely fit, not to be confused where some people might put their chin strap here. This is actually designed if you want to put another set of reins on simply to do lateral work and not engage this shank. So the chin strap goes to the same ring as our headstall is hung on. I'm going to jump on this mare and ride her around just a little bit. So if you have a horse that you have ridden quite a bit in a snaffle, and maybe they're getting a little bit dull, maybe a little bracy, you feel like they're going downhill, this lifter bit can be a new feel. And again, although I don't like the terms mild and severe, this really is a pretty mild bit. And horses don't get scared with them. They don't have an abrupt, sharp feel to them. And some of those horses that have gotten a little bit resistant, I can get a whole new fresh feel with this lifter bit, and I've enjoyed using it. And again, it's the same concept, the same idea as the elevator bit that Horseman came up with decades ago. Ooh. Using that term lifter because I'm bringing everything back up to me, lifting up those horses' shoulders, getting my horse in a better posture, a more athletic frame. Ooh. So you might see a bit hanging on the wall and you might designate that bit as, oh, that bit is too harsh or too severe. Again, let's not be too quick to judge those bits just by looking at them. But what's going on with our hands? With good hands, a good horseman or horsewoman can get a lot of things done with a lot of different kind of bits. This is one that I've enjoyed and I wanted to introduce it to you. I'm Richard Winters and thanks for watching.